Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be doing a triple reaction to Avantasia. We'll be checking out the songs The Scarecrow, The Raven Child, and Kill the Pain Away. Now, before jumping into this, full disclosure, I've actually heard Avantasia before, and there are two songs in particular that I've heard. The first is actually The Scarecrow, which is the first song we're checking out today, but I heard that song back in 2016. I took a look at my Spotify and I literally added that song June 24th, 2016, and I don't think I ever listened to it since. And then I have a second song of theirs that I know, which I added in April 19th of 2017, titled The Toy Master. So the recollection that I have of Avantasia from that far back was that these songs were rather long and grew with time and became more and more and more epic, but centered around memorable riffs. And now, after having done reactions to Arion, Blind Guardian, Nightwish, Epica, many of you guys have also recommended that I check out Avantasia. So given the set of artists that people recommend Avantasia from and my brief recollection of what they sound like, today, I'm going to finally, after many, many years, rediscover Avantasia and dive deeper into that rabbit hole. I couldn't be more excited for this, and it is all thanks to Carol the Fearless for making this donation request and for these selections today. Thank you so much, Carol. It means the world to me. Now, let's jump in. I'll see if I remember any of the melodies. We're already starting with a kind of Celtic feel. And we're now in the world of rock and metal opera. So let's just expect the epicness to ensue. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. The movement in the strings. I mean, that melody is already in my brain. Oh what a strong vocalist. The vibrato, just massive oscillations. Dude, that is... Oh, and then back to the riff. That is so smart. I'm like thinking like this riff, da 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 da. That riff, it is so catchy. Part of me thinks that it should be familiar, but I'm not quite remembering it. So I think this is just like something that it kind of got deleted from my memory, but now I'm re-experiencing for the first time in, I guess, literally 9 years. I love how also theatrical this performance is. Very well structured too. Somehow it's very bright orange randomly. Let's jump back into this. I'll give some more of my thoughts later. He took off his hat. Ooh. Oh no, it's a different guy. Okay. I was gonna say. What a catchy riff. Oh my god, the stair stepping. Oh. Dude, I am straight up convinced that everything ever performed in Wacken is perfect. There's nothing wrong with Wacken Germany. In fact, music goes there to thrive. And that's pretty much it. I have no other knowledge of what happens in Wacken other than amazing metal operatic music. Oh, are we entering ballad land somehow now? Oh, nice. Modulation. Ooh, this keys player, okay. I'm pretty down for that. The atmosphere is perfectly set right now. Oh. I mean, this performance already has everything you would need. And then we get this. I wonder why it's called the flying opera. Kind of like the birds that hover above the scarecrow. And he's so casual about it too. These kind of guitarists, they scare me because they don't even blink and they shred 40 notes in a second. You'd find these in like the Jared Dines compilations. I strive to reach that level of clarity in my playing. The speed is another thing, but clarity first and foremost. And we're just solidly in the minor key right now. And that works for me. Okay, now his hat is gone.
He's got treasure in his eyes that is gonna turn to I'm a stranger, I'm a changer, I'm a danger, baby. You ain't found that way, that I can't get the night away. That attraction of the twisted mind, maybe it's all for the weekend night. I can feel it in your eyes. No, no, no. Do I really have a choice? No, no, no. On your feet, come on, holy ground. You roll the ground with your flames around. In evil eyes, evil speak. Only Lord, you evil dreams. When you say it's all divine and meant to be.
Oh my god.
What about your flesh and blood in defiance? Like me. Evil eyes are looking down on you. Those are gone are losing sight of you. Face the rage, change the way. Slip the road, disgrace and shame. Where the roses lying on the edge. Where the dream is standing on the edge. Dream of love, pick up the pain. Better off to join in my game. Should be better off to cry.
Bro, this song does not quit, not for a moment, not in any single instrument. It is full throttle.
Better off to join in my game. Should be better off to cry. Contrite tears. One day she'll wonder why she had to let you disappear. Oh yeah, rise to face. Time has come. Time will come. Make your bed. You're drawn to the side. Time has come. Rise to Time will It's a fight to hell. I'm a stranger, I'm a changer, and I'm danger. Fallen angel, whoa, waiting for the prey.
Bro, that's how we're gonna start.
Thank you very much. How are you doing?
How Are You Doing? Is that their first song of the show?
I can't fucking hear you. How are you doing? I want to hear you one more time.
Bro, this is how we started. I don't know how I'm going to get through this reaction.
Right.
That was so intense.
Okay, back in.
Like, I have no real reason to say this statement, but I'm just going to like throw my prediction out there. But that performance, I mean, this song already just is so epic. I mean, you can just hear it from the structure, from the melody, but I feel like this performance of this song, it's like it has to be one of their best performances, right? I don't know why I have this intuition, but it feels like one of those Mount Rushmore performances that you hear and kind of like rave on and on to all of your friends about. Like, I don't know, if I think of like one of my favorite bands ever, Avenged Sevenfold, after a long time I heard their live in the LBC show. That's one of their most like famous DVD performances. Everybody who loves that band knows about them. I found about that performance set rather late, and when I heard it and listened to all the performances on that DVD set, I think you can even find my reactions to a few of those tracks. Bro, I was so blown away, and it immediately struck me as like, this is their Mount Rushmore of performances. Not even of their songs, but straight up like their live performances. This feels like they were max throttle the entire way through. Every single possible cylinder you would have to maximize in and throw fuel into, they did that. Wow. I mean, talk about epic orchestral operatic metal music. Let's keep it going. Let's jump into the Raven Child. Oh, and this is a lyric video, which will help me with the lyrics. Because it was hard to hear some of them in that live performance. Let the boughs paint ghostly shades on the trail to a different world where the castle looks out. I always loved plucked strings. Where I'm given all the love that but embedded under is actual strings. Not afraid of the rising sun laying there, my brittle beautiful vocals. You have what? Tobias and Hansi? And I think one more. Notice the wind bringing forth clarity, time rushing on, and nothing will remain. There's no glory on the lost journey. That is a beautiful melody. Sort of makes me think of Game of Thrones, right? With the raven, the three-eyed raven. Hold on, I gotta hear that transition again. Oh, there come the guitars. Back to the mellow, back to the Bedlands, the Meadow.
Looking down from this pure cup of heaven, onto an ocean of white that drowns all the noise.
These sections are so different from one another.
And the crazy
Very different than what we heard in Scarecrow, where the level, the intensity of every section was pretty high.
I'm lost in my imagination. I dream of love, I've got to suffocate while I keep on waiting.
Oh.
For the hour I'll be called to realize and see it all before my eyes. The sky is crawling down the mound into the dark wood on the ground. I say, specters flare and spin and rise to mingle with the skies and take all that's never meant to be. A fire in the dark for the fool's gonna find his way, gonna run and never get away. Is it love that glows in fiery alignment? Story-eyed, may living a lie, a lonely heart and an endless line.
Dude, I don't even know how to contain all the energy. I feel like I'm like slightly overstimulated right now with how much is happening. It's quite the epic stuff.
Bewildering and strange, the scent of spring and cherry blossoms, sweet scent of rain. They're calling you, astounding how it is not the same it used to be when you're compelled behind the cradle on your own. The tolling of the bell, is there anyone to tell me what they want to say? Voices go on down.
I would really love to know how you go about composing songs like this. Do you track the whole thing first with like a vocal melody? Do you chart the whole chord progression out? Do you do section by section and try to thread things together? How is the question?
Talk and talk to me, but their tongues won't permeate throughout my soul. In your altered state of mind, in vain you're chasing lies. Yeah, your master in his frown, denial of the crown of creation. You're made to think you are a fire in the dark for the fool's gonna find his way, gonna run and never get away. Is it love that glows in fiery alignment? A fire in the dark for the fool's gonna find his way, gonna run and never get away. Is it love that glows in fiery alignment? Story-eyed, living a lie, lonely heart in an endless
Oh yeah. We're getting the names here. I think I saw Tobias and Hansi. Tobias, Hansi, Ronnie, Jorn. Oh yeah, Jorn. Mile. Candace Knight. Is this Candace Knight of Blackmore's Night? Because I was almost going to reference Blackmore's Night in the medieval feeling sound. And if you guys listen to Blackmore's Night, I do a bunch of Blackmore's Night reactions on the channel. Candace Knight has such a bright, precious voice, and the melodies are all flexible enough that they can fit into the world of, metal opera. really cool. Really cool to see her here. Back to the meadow again. The night sky.
Light breeze and the crowns of the willows, green fields as if the day was on the way.
You know, I'm also reminded a bit, I was going to say this earlier, but of a Dio in these vocals. Just something about powerful ballads and rock and Dio. Just, it all dovetails so well with what I'm hearing with Avantasia.
Grow faint and attain to perfection. What a backdrop for a diamond.
Ta-da.
So we
Ooh.
swim the wind
Now the
like the willows,
kind of like halftime
to
feel.
give way to the odor of the storm. Won't leave a mold in the marsh of the ages. A tight chevalier of fortune. Blue and serene, once the sky swarm of magic. The unborn in the stream of destiny. Time flows to become a mound of nothing for a broken soldier of fortune.
It's like almost like a Gregorian chant.
Feel the dark rolling in your way. Feel alive like
Oh, dude. I'm I'm gonna be honest. I was so lost in the music that even despite having the lyrics literally in front of my face and eyeballs, none of my focus really went to those lyrics. I I find like when I listen to the Arions, the Blind Guardians, the Avantasias, the Epicas, even the Nightwishes for that matter, I find when I listen to these groups, my brain tries to make sense of it all, but it is just too grand to be able to do that on a first pass. And then I'm kind of torn between like, but Sohum, focus on these moments because there's so many cool things to point out. But the better part of me thinks, bro, let it happen. And then at some point, there's no part of me that is capable of thinking anymore. It is quite literally just listen to the music and allow it to consume you. At least that's how I feel. I don't know how you guys take your Avantasia. Oh my God. Like, I think even for the seasoned, like, metal listener and somebody who, I love, like, good symphonic metal music, just symphony, large productions, epic songs. I think even for me, it is so much to take in all at once. That's what she said. I'm gonna lose my whole train of thought on that one joke. It's so much for me to just take in all at once. I don't even know where to begin to analyze something like this. I suppose at the beginning would be the best way to do it, but frankly, this is the kind of music that I feel like you should just allow to inhabit you rather than try to make sense of, if that makes sense. Oh, wow. Let's jump into the last track of the day. This is, I think, their more recent release, Kill the Pain Away. This is featuring a lovely channel favorite of ours, Floor Jansen of Nightwish. Sort of reminds me of the music video for A Little Piece of Heaven by Avenged Sevenfold. The skeletons, very Tim Burton coded.
I've been out on the waves, still far from home, tried to affiliate, kept on sailing all alone. I give the best of me, but all redemption I can see is a shadow.
Do you hear this whoop, 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 whoop effect right underneath the voice?
But all redemption I can see is a shadow in the midst of a reverie.
Never afraid, or so we think as we cast the unknown.
There she is.
We navigate by the whispering wind and the beat of the heart. And first we never ever play as if we'd ever know what never ever looks like from up close.
Worlds imposed and we try to act upon. Oh, what have we become?
Nobody better kill the pain away. A saint sinner from the pouring rain. You never know it as you hit the trail. All inside, all inside.
Avantasia loves the raven imagery. Feels like it's appeared in all the tracks. The Raven Child, the Scarecrow, where ravens are flying around. Now the raven's depicted here visually. More like a cyborg raven.
Sometimes I wish all attention would disappear, feelings would fade, and so would
Oh yeah.
I was gonna hope to choke the fire.
Brief solo, but I'll take it.
I was gonna face up and let go. Oh, I was gonna lie with
Why does this video sort of also remind me a bit of the plot of that 2018 movie with Natalie Portman, Annihilation? If you guys saw it, the lighthouse was a key part of that movie, if you remember.
I was gonna face up and let go. Oh, I was gonna lie with the going God's end. And then what I've done, I put my brave face up. Nobody there to kill the pain away. A sailor standing from the pouring rain. You never know it as you hit the trail. All in vain, all in vain.
Oh, I love the fact that they collab with so many amazing vocalists from different groups. Wow, that was rather short, because like now I'm used to like the 12-minute epic lumbering track that grows and grows and pushes the limits, and you know, a shorter Avantasia track never crossed my mind. Let's give the credits some time to roll here, but I'll start with my thoughts overall. And honestly, having thoughts in the face of Avantasia feels like it defies their purpose. It feels like Avantasia, their sole goal is to get you out of your brain, into your body, into your soul. Just feel the music, let it overwhelm you, let it encapsulate every fiber of your being until all that you are is a vessel for Avantasia. It's very hypnotic and overpowering in that sense. And at the same time, then my like brain tries to hold on to a lot of the melodies that strike me, or a lot of the riffs that stick out in my mind, or even the guitar solos, and it all kind of like blends together in this amazing musical stew that is Avantasia. But I wish there was like a better example of a food that I could use, because I feel like stew is too tame for the likes of Avantasia. So maybe do this in the comments, figure out, maybe leave it as a comment, if Avantasia were a food, what food would they be? Yeah, that's what I want to read in the comments today. Bro, man, this music is way above my pay grade to like fully understand. I am just a mortal man trying to enjoy my time here, what rather short time on this earth that we'll have, but you know, we'll enjoy it nonetheless. And I'm glad to now have revisited Avantasia in this very active kind of listening manner, because when I had listened all the many years ago to Avantasia, all I could come away with now is, man, those were long songs with very catchy melodies, but I didn't remember any of them. And now I get to put that kind of face to the name, if you will. But the other song that I knew outside of these three today is The Toy Master. I believe, if my recollection of the album covers serves, that is also a song on the album with the Scarecrow. So I'm assuming it'll be more similar to the Scarecrow than it was to Kill the Pain Away, or even to The Raven's Child. Because all three of these tracks were actually different in their own rights, despite my saying that the overall feeling of everything and how epic it was blended together. They are distinct tracks. We had a lot of kind of like Meadow-like melodies and sections in the second song. In the third song here, we also had some brief respites that were filled in with Floor's singing, with section changes, and then that kind of like abrupt ending that I wasn't expecting. And then the first song was just that towering Mount Rushmore of a track. I'm very curious to know what you guys think about these songs today. Did I start up the right did I start this rabbit hole with the right songs? really anything and everything, leave it in the comments down below. But I hope you at least enjoyed the reaction. If you did and would like to request more Avantasia or any other band for that matter, you can do so by clicking the first link down below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.